Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a few days, had a few problems, but as far as the video before this one, you saw me stripping the paint off the emerald green bike. Got to a point where I was putting it together. I had it painted, cleared, all that good junk, and shit went south. I put a decal on there from GeForce Graphics, and Lord of mercy, it just turned into a mess. So anyway, I did a total redo of the bike. Still the same color. I just started over from scratch. That spot just led to one thing to another, whatever it was. So I just started over. So look, hope my big head wasn't in the selfie shot, but I started over. I started putting everything in it, the wiring harnesses, the front fork assembly, where was it? I had that all in there. And I just couldn't get past this spot right here. My problem just was going everywhere. The paint wasn't cooperating. I think my nozzles were messed up or something. They wasn't spraying right. But to me, on the camera here, it doesn't look like I can see it. So I hope y'all are seeing it the way I see it. I have not cleared it yet, but I don't know if I'm going to put another coat of green on it. I'm going to let it sit for another 15-20 minutes, kind of in between, my shots of my green. It looks 100% better than it did before. It might need to be a little bit more in this area. I may just have to carry it outside, and just, I'm not going to try to touch it as far as doing something stupid, but I'll take it outside after this this coat kind of sets. That way, the wind is kind of up outside, but the sun is, so I want to see how it looks in the sun. And I know at some point I'm going to have to probably take it off and try to make sure everything up under here that could be seen looks green, because sometimes it can be hard to get to, especially how I got that. So I'm pretty sure most everybody's painting one of these has a stand that paints them on one of these instead of hanging them off of clothes hangers and crap like that. But I got a few other touch-up spots I'm gonna have to get. It's just, looking it over. So okay, here we go on this part. I posted on the Facebook group about the rims, or the hubs. So I'll show you my decision on that. I had quite a few responses about doing it green, doing it the stock color, or leaving it the silver base coat. So I'm fixing to show you my decision. There. I decided to go with a emerald green hub on both of them. If there was some way to pinstripe a silver in there or do some kind of crazy, thing with these or whatever, that would be really cool, but I'm not that smart. I could have taped them off and sprayed over it, but that would be been pretty flashy, I would guess. But, these have been sitting up here for about 30 minutes, so I can touch them. But there's a few places I've got to hit and make right. I know some of it's not going to be seen because of the rims and all that. So anyway, this is kind of dry to the touch. I'm not trying to grip it or scratch on it or anything like that, but I just hope maybe you can see it. It's just looks smashing. I don't know, but I'm tricking this bike out. I want it to have like an original look, but I want it to have a little flair. So guys, don't hate it if you hate it, love it if you love it. You know, go out there and find your own. Do it the way you want. So anyway, I'm gonna cut it off right here. I'll make this a short one. I know there's a lot to do, or I may add on to it, with putting stuff together. But anyway, that's where I'm at on the paint. I'm not trying to blab too much. I think I'll take it outside right after I get off the filming and see what it looks like in here. I may need to darken it up just a little more. But I got things I got to do. And guys, just be sure and hit that like button and subscribe. And see you in the next video. Okay guys, I'm adding on to this. I got this thing cleared. It's been a couple hours, or however long. It's cleared. Everything's doing really good today. So I just thought I'd shove the swing arm in it. But here you go. Look at that. Don't that make your jaw fall off? Whew. Ain't much to it. Hey guys, hey, look at that. It's been a day or so. So this is what I got done to it. Some of it's just, the seat's just on there for mock-up. I don't have the fuel tank in it, or the coil, in order to go ahead and put the bracket up there and all that. But just waiting on decal, side decal, show up. But you know, learned a lot, everything like that. I definitely got a new respect for this candy paint. I didn't quite mention that before, but I ordered my side badges from I think it was Mike's Mini Trails, but I got both sides of them on. Yes, the Honda wings are pointed correct. I know well about that. Wiring harness is run in it. It's pretty much wired up in the headlight area, the handlebars. Of course, that's I don't need to put that cable on it just yet until actually I get the motor said and done. And but I reskinned the seat. I got the seat thingy from CHP, and I got a chrome hinge. I kind of like it, but it's instead of it stopping, you know, about there, it lays over a little further. So I'm hoping it doesn't interfere with anything. I had to work on it a little bit, but I don't know. Let's see. Bike's shaking just a minute. But it's close. But you know,
once I get the gas tank and stuff in it, I got to get the pads and the coil mounted in it. That's going to require me to take it off the frame, and I'll wait till I get the wheels on it. I still got a few more things to do to get the wheels crammed in it, but anyway, these, I bought a kit of these rivet thingies. They're not rivets, they're like little rat nut bolts or some T-bolts or something, and they're okay. I probably could have looked around and got some regular looking rivets, or tried to clean the ones up I got. So original tail light bracket, I had to straighten these up a little bit and polish it out, polish my fenders out. The green on the chrome, I mean the green on the shocks, I just don't like it. It just looks too, pea green or something like that. So talking about that, let's go over and see what I'm done. I have, of course, I've tried taking this apart, and I was gonna, I thought about just go ahead and knock the paint off of them and start over. But I thought, well, hell, got the original ones, so I've already polished all this up. I polished the insides of it. I cleaned the springs up, polished them. I wire wheeled them on with that, and I did some work with that. That's a fiber wheel. That's like a really tight pack Scotch-Brite. It's about a $60 wheel. It's worth it, but you know, it'll knock a lot of the stuff off this aluminum, and you know, you just turn around and hit it with that big polishing wheel. So yeah, they clean up, and I took them apart with this thing. It used to be a late friend of mine, and I ended up with it today, a little bit ago, and I got it mounted on a piece of wood, and just to hold it down. Plus I took a spade bit and I chewed a hole out just a little bit, 1/4 inch deep, so the bottom end of the shock would kind of rest in there and not go anywhere. But this little hole right here works perfect. Let me show you. Excuse me. But I mean, you know, I wish the hole was a little bit smaller. Maybe I could get something cut out of Teflon or something somewhere, make some kind of spacer, or hell, a PVC pipe. But it's got a I don't know quite what it was used for, but I'm trying to set this clumsy thing. I don't know what it was for. It was some automotive thing. It just goes in there and it locks in. It's got this hand release. See, that'll help you release that little ratchet lock. And it's got, dang it, got that where you can rest it. But you can also adjust the uppies and downies, and I got it kind of set where it works. So I was able to push down the shocks and take the top caps off. And I had to, I used my socket here to straighten up a dent in the skirts. So I'll show you what I got on the skirts going at right now. I got them up there. I can't get away from the light, but I took them on that fiber wheel and knocked all that paint off of it instead of trying to sandblast it or use chemical. It took me about, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes. just going across it, probably less than that. But I got them up there drying with the black primer, because when I repainted the bike or started over, I used a black primer, and that way when I went with my silver base coat, like I will on these, I can tell, because the black and the silver, or I don't know what you call that, they're noticeable differences, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you said it. You know you did. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, when I spray the silver on there, I know that I'm going to have it all on there 100% the way it should be, because I won't be able to see any black. So, you know, that's how that rolls. So once I get the silver base coat shot on there, I may do it here in a little bit. It's been sitting up there for about 20 minutes now. I may take and see if they need to be scuffed up a little bit or something with Scotch Brite, but they're probably good. And let the base coat set, and I'll come back. I don't know, it's probably about 10 something at night. I got the heaters on in here, so anyway, I'll get them painted to match that green. I don't like that new green shot color. It's just wrong. But I guess I'll call this bike the Wizard, or you know, like the Wizard of Oz, because it reminds me of Emerald City, Wizard of Oz. It's just, I mean, it just blows my mind that it turned out this good. Probably even a hell of a lot better than it did the first time. So, you know, it cost me 2 more cans, and but the headlight bucket, I can live with that. I'm not gonna not even gonna try. So it is what it is. I hope you guys like it, and I don't know if I go ahead and upload this section or just finish the skirts or whatever it is, but I just want to keep y'all entertained out there, the way you know, most of you out here are just trying to figure out on what to do, keep entertained. So, but anyway, they like my 3-wheeler. Not bad. Really nice 3-wheeler. ATC 110. If I hadn't already said, yeah, I already did my Honda Horde. But anyway, we'll get it all done. Get them shiny new wheels, and I got to put the bearing assemblies in there. Polish the brake hubs out. New brakes. I got new pads for those, so I'm gonna, why not? And there's one thing that, since I'm talking about wheels, well, I got your attention. This is why I like getting my tubes, especially my tubes from Trail Buddy, because everywhere else I see advertised, they got the 90-degree valve stems. I love the straight valve stems because they got the jam nuts on there, and it just, you know, it's just that much more shininess. It looks a lot better. And if I want to put an 8-ball valve cap on there, or some, you know, maybe some green dice or silver dice valve caps on there, they look really good too. I don't have to worry about you know, interference from one of them damned old 90s clacking over and hitting that brake arm strut, you know, that's on the, well, the brake strut thing is over here, and on the 72 behind me, it was hitting, the valve stem was hitting this something in here. So I had to flip the rim and tire, or the rim assembly around on the hub to get it to work. So anyway, guys, I'm about ready to call her quits for now, and I guess we'll see you on the next go around. I gotta get up off this floor. But guys, if you hadn't already subscribe, share them with your friends, your buddies, and just hit that like button. Write me some comments on there. Let me know what you think. Any suggestions. So it's coming along. My main focus right now is to get it to some of these little things worked out. I can't make a roller out of it until I get the rear shocks done. So once that's done, I can get the hubs done, get the wheels put together. I can put them all back on the bike and get it down to be a roller, or leave it on the stand. But then I'll start it on the motor, because it won't be long from then. I'll be ripping and tearing. All right, guys, 73s, and hit that like button. Thanks.